So when I join people's lives and they sit there and it's like a lot of silence, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna get right into it. Um, hello. So I want to start this live off by sharing a personal moment and experience that I had today that fits perfectly with this message. Well, it made me think of this message that I want to share with you today. Because originally I wasn't going to go live today. Um, but I'm in a mentorship group for entrepreneurs. And when I was in a group today, as my mentor was talking, I was like, wow, this sounds a lot like the things that I talk to my people about. And as he was speaking, he was talking about fear, he was talking about courage and just doing things, feeling the fear and doing things anyway. And I'm like, I literally talk about that all the time. So as he was speaking, I was thinking about the things that um, cause me like discomfort or fear or like nervousness or different nerves. And even though like I feel those things, I still want to do them anyway. So one of those things is showing up live. So even though I've been live on Instagram, on Facebook, hundreds of times, um, this is my second time going live on YouTube. And like even though there's like discomfort with that or there's nerves with that, I feel like I've been feeling pulled. I've been feeling the nudge to go live more because I know that nurses, like I know that a lot of nurses want that connection. Um, beyond just being able to watch my long form videos that I post onto my page, but also being able to just be in my energy, to feel me live and all the things. So I know that is so much bigger than the discomfort that we feel, right? So I'm here today. I'm going live because I feel like I really do want to make more of an impact. And I want to practice, I want to keep practicing what I preach. But so this made me think about how when it comes to nursing, like leaving nursing, a lot of nurses know that they want to leave, but they have a fear of leaving, related to a lot of different things, related to finances, related to fear of not getting it right, fear of regretting your decision once you make that choice. Um, a lot of things come with this decision, right? But I want to emphasize why the fear comes. So I talk about this so much because I want to like literally embed this in your mind. So our minds love what's familiar, right? So right now, what's familiar for you is your nursing role, your nursing identity, staying in the nursing profession, right? Even if it's causing you to be burned out, even if you're exhausted, irritable, stressed at work, during work, when you bring your work home, um, your mind still is familiar with this. So it equates the unknown, which is the new chapter that you want to step into, or the new thing that you want to do outside of nursing. It equates that with danger. It's like, no, we don't know what happens there. We don't know what's going to go on once we step outside of this familiar role and we go into the new thing, right? So your mind, like our minds try to come up with all of these reasons why we shouldn't do it, why we should just stay where we are. And it does this to keep you because it thinks it's keeping you safe. Even though you mentally, physically like drained, even though your mental and physical health are being placed on the back burner, it still equates the known with safety. So that's why so many nurses get stuck in that fear, and they feel the fear and they mistake this for stop, like they think it means to stop, but it doesn't mean stop. It means that you have to keep going. And as my mentor was talking about, courage isn't the absence of fear, it's feeling the fear, doing it anyway. So I know that my story about like feeling the fear and going live today, or not the fear, feeling like nervous and going live today. I know it doesn't, it's not the same as leaving your nursing career, right? But I am someone who has left my nursing career. If you don't know me, by the way, my name is Mel. I'm a former registered nurse, and I overcame my fear. Like I felt the fear, I did it anyway, and I left nursing to do like to explore the things that I love, to create a life that I love. So I know what it's like to have that fear of leaving nursing, of not knowing like what's going to happen, of not knowing what it looks like, of it being hard for you to picture like what your life will be like outside of nursing. But I also know what's on the other side of that fear, right? So like I was saying, I'm not comparing the earlier analogy that I used about going live, for instance, even though you feel like, even though I felt nervous or nerves, this is like this is perfect because what it made me think about is how the moments that we choose to feel like the nerves or feel the fear or feel the discomfort, and we choose to do it anyway, even if those moments are small, quote unquote small, you know, the small moments that we have throughout the day make up our life. And the more you do these, the more you do uncomfortable things in the small moments, the more you start to trust yourself, the more you start to see that I didn't die. Like I'm okay. Like I did it and I'm still kicking, I'm still pushing, I'm still alive. And then you feel like this pride and this appreciation and this sense of accomplishment towards yourself. So when you show up for yourself and you feel uncomfortable, you start feeling the fear and doing it anyway in these everyday moments, it definitely compounds, and it definitely proves to you and it proves to your subconscious mind that you can do the things. Like you can do the uncomfortable things, you can do the hard things, you can do the things that come with nervousness, that come with fear, and you survive. And it helps those bigger things like transitioning out of your nursing career. It helps that become a little easier because by that time you've proved to yourself that you can do the hard things, you can take care of yourself, like you can figure it out. You can feel the fear, you can move through it anyway, you can feel the discomfort, do it anyway. And that is the message that I wanted to share with you today. So if you are a nurse who is feeling stuck, who feels like, you know, you have some fears around leaving nursing, I want to say that it doesn't mean anything is wrong with you. It doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong or you're far behind, or it doesn't mean any of the stories that your mind tries to make up, right? But feeling fear when it comes to leaving nursing also doesn't mean that you should stall or that you should stay longer than you feel like is feasible for you to stay. So it's a sign to like to really get honest with yourself and to move intentionally. So I don't teach how to leave nursing, like how to rush and leave nursing, or how to do it impulsively, or like quit your job tomorrow. Like that's not what I teach. But I do teach how to learn how to trust yourself enough to know when it's time for you to let go, like for you to walk away from nursing, for you to let go of things that don't serve you anymore. And it's okay. And it's just it's such a beautiful journey, and I'm speaking to you with love, with experience, with my own lessons that I learned throughout this journey, throughout this process of leaving nursing, getting into the new thing, right? Many new things. I've done so many things. Um, but I really want you to take away from this video that the fear is going to come sometimes, right? I heard somebody say, I forget who it was, but she said something about just putting fear in your pocketbook and just like, come on, let's go. Like, we're doing it anyway. Come on, we gonna do it anyway. And I love that because sometimes it comes, but your job isn't to hide from it or let it dictate your life or let it dictate your decisions. It's to learn how to move in spite of the fear, how to move when it don't even make sense, you know, how to move when you got that little voice in your head telling you that you should stay where you are. But that little voice can't go with you where you're going. It can't go with you to your next chapter outside of nursing because that little voice got you to this point. It got you to where you are currently. It got you to this current role, but it can't get you to the version of you that you want to ultimately become. That peaceful, like regulated, rest filled, present version of you, right? So, yeah, that's a message that I have for you today. If you let me know if this resonates with you down in the comments, because I don't want to talk at you. I want to talk with you. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about some of the fears that you have that come up. Put it in the comments. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post this on my page as a replay. Um, but yeah, you got this. You can do this. You can do the hard things. I always say that you became a nurse, which is one of the which is one of the hardest things. So you can absolutely learn to trust yourself enough to start your new chapter, to figure things out, um, and to do it in a way that honors you, to do it in a way that honors your values and your time and your livelihood and your health and all the things. So, yeah, if you're interested in going deeper into that journey and being guided and supported throughout that process of feeling the fear, doing it anyway, overcoming the fear, and transitioning out of nursing into your next chapter, into the next thing, then I definitely invite you into my Confidence to Quit Nursing signature program. The link is going to be down in the description of this video. Um, and if you don't have any idea what you want to do outside of nursing, but you know, you're like, I got to get up out of here, I don't want to stay in nursing long term, then definitely check out my Nurse to New Chapter AI Bestie, because she gives you 2 to 3 personalized options outside of nursing. And she gives you your next step related to those things. So you got options, okay? You have options, you have some next steps that you can take. And if you're new here, definitely subscribe to my channel, like this video. Let's get this video out to as many nurses as we can, because a lot of nurses are suffering in silence, and they're feeling all this fear, and they think that something is wrong with them, and they're in their heads and they're second guessing and overthinking, and I know how exhausting that can be. So we can spread the word to let them know, for one, if you know that you're not alone, and also to let them know that they're not alone. And there are other nurses who are going through the same things. I went through it, and I'm just grateful to be able to guide you on your journey, should you have me. Um, so yeah, subscribe, join the family. If you are craving like that support in that community, definitely subscribe to my channel. And this was great. The message is messaging. It came out exactly how it needed to. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Actually, let's take a deep breath before we go. Great. Have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. Bye.